Okay, let's go.
James was a 28-year-old professional living in a busy city. He had a good job at a tech company, an apartment in the heart of downtown, and big dreams of owning his own home one day. But there was one small habit that seemed harmless: a daily trip to the coffee shop. Every morning, before heading to work, James would stop by his favorite cafe. He'd order his usual a large cappuccino and a muffin, totaling $5. It felt like a treat, a small indulgence to kickstart his day. It's just $5, he'd tell himself. Nothing to worry about. At first, it didn't seem like a big deal. After all, $5 was pocket change, right? But as the months went by, those little $5 purchases started adding up. James didn't notice it at first. $5 here, $5 there, what's the harm? But by the end of the year, he realized something shocking. He had spent over $1,800 just on coffee. At first, James shrugged it off. It was his way of treating himself. But as he began thinking about his goals, something clicked. He'd been saving for a down payment on a house for a while, but he wasn't getting anywhere fast. Every time he checked his savings account, the numbers weren't adding up as quickly as he'd hoped. One day, sitting at his desk with another cappuccino in hand, James decided to do the math. If he had saved that $5 every day for the last year, instead of spending it on coffee, he would have $1,800 more in his savings account. That could have been a significant boost toward his down payment. As James reflected on this, he realized how small expenses can snowball into big costs over time. $5 might seem insignificant on its own, but added up over months and years. And suddenly, it's a big chunk of change that could have been invested elsewhere, toward something important, like a home. Feeling a little bit of regret, but also inspired, James decided to make a change. He didn't completely give up his coffee habit, but he found a middle ground. Instead of buying a coffee every day, he started brewing it at home, saving himself for dollars a day. In just 6 months, he had saved $720, which he added to his down payment fund. By the time he had enough for the down payment, he realized that the habit of cutting small expenses like those daily coffees had not only helped him achieve his goal faster, but also taught him the value of being mindful about his spending. The lesson: small, everyday purchases like that $5 coffee can add up and get in the way of big financial goals. But with just a little thought and a bit of discipline, you can redirect that money towards something more meaningful, like your dream home. James might have spent $1,800 on coffee that year, but in the end, he realized that it wasn't the cost of his coffee that mattered. It was the power of small changes that could lead to big rewards. Small expenses can easily derail your long-term goals. By being mindful of where your money goes, you can make small changes today that'll help you reach your big dreams tomorrow.